Once upon a time, deep in a lush green forest, there lived a chimpanzee named Koba. He was larger and stronger than the other chimpanzees, with piercing amber eyes and a roar that could shake the smaller animals around him. From a young age, Koba had learned to dominate through fear. He believed strength meant control, and he was determined to be the ruler of every corner of the forest. While Koba grew stronger, there was another chimpanzee in the forest, Milo, smaller and weaker but clever, patient and kind. Milo loved to help the smaller monkeys, guiding them to fruits and teaching them how to avoid dangerous areas. The forest thrived quietly under Milo's gentle influence, until Koba returned from a long journey across the river, eager to assert his power. Koba's first act of cruelty was simple but shocking. He gathered all the smaller monkeys and demanded they follow him or face his wrath. Trees shook as he threw branches to intimidate, and even the birds flew away from his path. Some monkeys obeyed out of fear, while others tried to hide in the dense canopy. But Koba's cruelty did not stop at intimidation. He enjoyed testing his strength, picking fights with those who refused to bow, laughing when they scrambled away in fear. His rule was strict, obedience was rewarded, but even the slightest hesitation could earn a scolding or exclusion from food. One day, a rival chimpanzee approached Koba, claiming the forest could no longer tolerate his tyranny. Instead of negotiating, Koba challenged the newcomer to a display of strength. They swung across vines, raced along the treetops, and tested their agility. Koba's strength was unmatched, but the rival's cleverness began to expose flaws in Koba's arrogance. During this time, Milo quietly observed. He noticed that Koba's cruelty came from fear of being challenged. Milo realized that brute strength alone could not maintain respect. Only wisdom and fairness could. Over weeks, Milo devised small, clever plans to protect the weaker monkeys, hiding them from Koba, leading him on harmless chases, and outsmarting him at every turn. Koba grew frustrated. His anger increased, but his cunning rival remained one step ahead. Slowly, the other chimpanzees began seeing Milo as a guide and protector. Koba, despite his strength, found himself isolated. Even though he could still assert force, he realized that fear alone did not make him respected or admired. In the final confrontation, Milo approached Koba without fear. He said, "True leadership is not in scaring others. Strength is only valuable when used to protect, not punish." Koba, exhausted from his battles and frustrated by his loneliness, paused. For the first time, he considered the weight of his cruelty. Weeks passed. Koba began to change, not instantly, but gradually. He started helping younger chimpanzees find food, defending the forest from predators, and learning to cooperate rather than dominate. The forest became a place of balance once again. Milo's wisdom guided the community, and Koba's strength was now used to protect rather than intimidate. The forest remembered Koba as a fearsome chimpanzee, but also as a guardian who had learned the lesson that true power comes from respect, not fear. And the smaller animals? They lived without constant dread, learning that courage, cleverness, and kindness often triumph over brute force.